Have you ever seen somebody clean a part of a car that no one's ever going to see? Just incredible pride of ownership. That's what happened when I met David Ragan in his gorgeous Chevelle. And there's a really neat reason why.
I'm David Ragan, Nashville, Tennessee. It's where I was born, been here my whole life.
All right. And you're kind of a car guy, huh?
Yeah, you could say that. Probably since I was, I want to say 7 or 8 years old. It's a 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle 2-door Malibu Sport Coupe.
Okay. And there's something special about this car, right?
Yes, this was the car that my mother learned to actually drive in, get her learner's permit and driver's license. In October of 1970, my dad and I went to look for a car for my mother. She decided she wanted to drive at the age of 41. And we wound up somehow at Jim Reed Chevrolet on Broadway in downtown Nashville. One night, I don't remember what night of the week it was, but in the showroom was this green 70 Malibu sitting there. And my dad kind of liked the car. He felt like my mother would probably like it, so eventually, in the next day or so, we carried her up there to see the car. And she liked it.
Okay.
And so my dad bought the car brand new. And I was 15 years old. I remember it real well. And there were a couple of things I asked my dad to talk the salesman into changing about the car. And the salesman was willing to do that. And they bought it with hubcaps that I preferred, which if I had it to do over again, we would have left the hubcaps that were on it because they were known as the poverty caps, and they're very hard to find and very expensive now. The car came with the wheels you see, painted green.
Okay.
They're 14-inch wheels, and of course they had full wheel covers on them. And when I got the car in 1983, I put raised white letter BF Goodrich belted TA 60 series tires on it.
Okay.
With 15x7 rally wheels, beauty rings, and Camaro flat caps. In 2019, when I decided I wanted to make some changes on the car, and the car went to Brian King Restorations, I told Brian, I said, Brian, I still have the original wheels for this car. I want to put them back on the car, paint them up beautiful like the rest of the car. I want to put skinny red lines on it, but I want the size of the tire to be like what came on the car. And I want chrome lug nuts on it. And here's why. Not only do I want something different, but I loved the late 60s, early 70s Mopar sleeper tire and wheel setup, where you had the red lines, open face wheels, and chrome lug nuts and no hubcaps. And I thought, not many people do that with a GM product. I want to do something a little different, and that's what I wanted to do. So that is the look.
If it wasn't your mother's, like, is there something that you really love about it?
I like the Chevelle in general. Of course, my favorite bodies were always 64 through 72. And this body was from 68 to 72.
Okay.
You just had differences in the bumpers and the grills and some of the lights and so forth. So I like this body style a whole lot.
Okay.
Yeah. In 1983, my mom and dad decided they wanted to buy another car with air conditioning. And my sister had used this Chevelle as her transportation while she was a student at Tennessee Tech in Cookeville for 4 years, and that would have been late 70s into the early 80s, somewhere along in that time frame. And of course, when she graduated and came back, she brought the car back. And Mom and Dad did not want to continue to use it as their daily driver. They wanted something with air conditioning. So I had a 79 Trans Am at this time, brand new, and I treated it just like mint all the time. Took it to cruise-ins, car shows and things, and my dad could see the way I treated the car. So in 1983, he said, Bubba, me and Mom have been talking, and we decided to let you have the Chevelle if you want it. Well, that was like Christmas to me.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely, I'll take that two-door Chevelle. It had 67,911 miles on it. We got a whole lot of documented paperwork that my dad had, and I got it all laminated to preserve.
And you probably continue to document it.
I try my best to maintain everything that I do to the car.
Now, what would you say your favorite thing about this car would be?
Now, my favorite thing about the car now is the way it sounds.
I love this machine. You were telling me about the trunk. Let's see it and tell me all about how and why it looks like it's brand new from 1970.
Well, this is the original spare tire and wheel.
Okay.
If you notice the skinny double white walls, and that was what was on the car, all four tires had skinny white walls in the showroom, the Jim Reed Chevrolet. So I've been able to preserve that tire all these years.
Wow.
Brian King repainted this wheel the correct color, and the rest of the trunk, the floor mat and the spatter paint and the weather stripping, I all did that myself.
You did it yourself? You got your hands dirty. I love it.
Yeah, back in the probably the early to mid 80s, I did all of that.
In the 80s. And so you've had this car for, was it 45 years? No.
I've had it myself since August of 1983.
So 42 years.
42 years.
It's almost actually 42 days. Well, August what? Do we know?
I don't remember.
Let's just call it today. Today. 42 years ago today.
It really was.
Well, it's a gorgeous car. Great story. You're the coolest guy, and I appreciate you having me over here and telling me.
My best memory, for years and years and years, in September, I would go to the Shades of the Past rod run in Pigeon Forge in this car. And I remember in the very late 80s, I was there, and for whatever reason, my mother and dad and several of the people they went to church with decided to come to Pigeon Forge that weekend also. And little did I know at this time that my mother wouldn't be with us much longer. But you only have one way you can drive in Gatlinburg, of course. And I'm coming down through there in wall-to-wall cruising cars traffic, and my mother is standing in Gatlinburg on the side of the road with everyone else, because it would be wall-to-wall people on both sides of the road just watching the cruising going on. And my mother wanted to see me come down through there in the car. And my dad said she was telling everybody, when you're coming down through here, that's my son in his car. That's my son in his car. It meant so much to my mother. And I think that may have been a year or two before my mom passed, and she died at the age of 60 in 1989 of cancer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So that's a real fond memory that I have of my mother and the car.
I would imagine, and this is, you know, a really stupid question. I don't even know why I would ask it, but you would never sell this car.
No, sir. If someone were to offer you millions of dollars for a car, you think to yourself, once it's gone, I can't get it back. And what are you going to do with that money? You're just going to throw it in the bank and let it just sit there, and you don't have your mother's car anymore, and you can't hand it down to your son, and it's gone. So there's no reason for me to ever sell the car.
I knew that.